Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my brother's fiancé wear my late mother's wedding dress? I, 32 female, lost my mom 4 years ago. It was devastating, and I inherited a lot of her things, including her wedding dress. My mom and I were incredibly close, and she always talked about how much she wanted me to wear her dress when I got married. I'm not married yet, but I've been saving the dress for my special day. My brother, 29 male, is getting married next year, and his fiancée, 28 female, recently asked if she could wear my mom's wedding dress. She said it would mean a lot to her because she never got to meet my mom, and she wants to feel connected on her big day. I understand that it's a sweet gesture, but I don't feel comfortable with her wearing something that's so sentimental to me, especially since my mom always wanted me to wear it. When I told her that I wasn't okay with it, she got upset and said I was being selfish. How is she being selfish? What? Now my brother is upset with me, saying it's just a dress, and that I'm ruining their wedding over something that's not a big deal. I offered to help her find a similar dress or even incorporate a piece of my mom's dress into her own gown, but she refused. Our family is now divided, with some saying I'm the right and others saying I should let it go for the sake of family harmony. Am I the a-hole for refusing to let her wear the dress? LP is definitely not in the wrong because this dress was specifically left for her by her mom who passed away. This is not something that's shared with the entire family. The mom didn't say your wife can wear it. To the OP's brother, she didn't say that. She said, I left this for my daughter and my daughter only. So no, it's not shared. And I never understood the reasoning behind someone saying, oh, you're selfish when something doesn't go their way. How is somebody not wanting you to cross the boundary or saying that they don't want you to do something that they don't want you to do being selfish? That's called standing on business. That's what that is. Am I the a-hole for laughing at my crying ex-husband and calling his suffering karma? My ex-husband divorced me 3 years ago. When we got married, we argued. What? I'm so tired and sleepy today. Anyways, when we got married, we agreed that we weren't going to have kids. I never wanted them. He said he didn't really want them. So yeah, 4 years into our marriage, he changed his mind. And he chose to divorce me because I wouldn't go back on an argument and give him children. I'm not really a big believer in divorce. I was ready to be married for the rest of our lives. We had a great marriage, but I guess he didn't love me that much if he picked kids that didn't even exist over me. Right after our divorce, he almost instantly remarried. He got his new wife pregnant right away, and they have 2 kids together. In the 3 years since then, I finished my higher education and have accepted a high-paying job in healthcare. Life has actually been pretty good for me, and I've gotten to the point where I think I'm ready to start looking to settle down. Yesterday morning, my ex-husband showed up on my doorstep crying. I figured something pretty awful must have happened, so I let him in and got him a drink. He started going on crying about how awful his life is. He apparently hates his 2 kids. One of them is disabled and may be autistic, and he has no money due to the kid being so expensive. His wife yells at him all the time. She got fat after having kids and doesn't want to lose the weight. She never puts out. He could never go anywhere anymore. He said that he wants a divorce from his new wife, and he regrets ever leaving me. He asked if I would take him back and said he learned his lesson. I couldn't help but laugh at him. It was so pitiful. His audacity also kind of astounded me. I told him that with 2 kids to support and his lack of loyalty, he's not a catch, and I definitely won't take him back, and maybe this was karma for divorcing me. He was pissed and called me an a-hole, and said he thought I would be more supportive. It would at least turn him down nicely. But why would she turn... I'm confused. Somebody in the comment section on the Reddit post, the one that I'm reading right now, said, if he was to divorce his new wife and come back to his ex-wife, does he think the kids are automatically gonna disappear? He's still gonna have to take care of the kids. It's gonna be 50-50 custody, maybe full-time financially for him. The kids are still gonna be there, unless he's planning to be a deadbeat. And if OP was a normal woman with any sort of sense, why would she want to be with a man who left her and come back with some kids and baggage, and now he's gonna be a deadbeat? What? Being a deadbeat in 2024 is crazy work. Am I the a-hole for considering leaving my wife who cheated on me 15 years ago now that our kids are in college? If keeping a grudge was a person, 15 years ago is crazy. Anyways, my wife cheated on me 15 years ago. Our affair lasted a couple of weeks. I was really hurt at the time, but we also had twin daughters who were 3. And for me, my kids were my utmost priority. I did not want them to struggle at all. So I decided to stay with wife. Damn. Who followed all the reconciliation steps. It took a couple of years to regain my love for my wife after she spent a lot of effort to better herself in our relationship. However, I had never forgotten the affair, and my wife cheating on me was always in the back of my mind. It's been 15 years now, and our marriage is not without its ups and downs. But we've also gone on vacations, do date nights often, and our relationship is still pretty romantic. Our daughters turned 18 a few months ago, and they are both in university now. I am really proud of both of them and could not be happier. But now that they're both in college and now that they're independent and entering adulthood, I have been seriously considering the possibility of a divorce. As a parent, I think I have done my job and have done best to raise them in a loving home. I do love my wife, and if I was to ask for a divorce, it would completely blindside her. But I still haven't forgotten my wife cheating on me 15 years ago, and it will always be in the back of my mind as long as we're married. Would I be the a-hole for considering divorce? I feel like he is the a-hole. I don't know. I feel like people are entitled to their opinions and stuff like that and their feelings. But 15 years is a long time to hold a grudge. And from the sounds of it, the marriage is doing good. Things are, they worked it through. He should just forgive. Like, women be forgiving ninjas for cheating on them, I feel like men can never take it. They can dish it, but they can never take it. But yeah, like, obviously you shouldn't tolerate cheating, and no matter, like, at the end of the day, if you were to unalive someone 20 years ago and you were, someone was to find out that you did that crime right now, you still be prosecuted. It's the same thing. A crime is always, like, if someone did you dirty, they did you dirty. But 15 years ago, that's a long time to be holding a grudge. And I understand, like, why you would stay for the kids' sake, because divorce is really hard on children, especially when kids, they're growing older. Going from this parent to that parent to this parent to that parent to that's just exhausting mentally and physically. But 15 years? What do you guys think?